Do you realize they just tested all of America to see if there would be a revolution? They literally said, okay, we're all pedophiles. We've been stealing all of your tax dollars and sending it to a genocidal regime. Look, in 4K, go ahead and look at this. We just murdered 500,000 people, 500,000 women and children. We're going to rebuild on their bones and then enslave you with technology and AI. And the American people literally did fucking nothing. So what comes next, you're complicit in. That's the reality, that our publicly elected officials and the American people are complicit in what happens next because we have done nothing. It's that simple.
I don't want to hear from you, you fake, fraudulent Christians. I don't want to hear from you don't tread on me, Mr. and Mrs. Patriotic. I don't want to hear from you guys anymore because this guy's right. This guy is exactly right. And honestly, it's not just Mr. and Mr. Patriotic. It's not just the don't tread on me guys, the super patriots. Nah, everybody failed the mission. Every single body failed the mission. These folks told you that they doing the do with children. They told you that they eating them, right? They bombing kids, right? They doing all kinds of stuff. They literally injected this into the system. And they literally sat back and regardless of if all of this is true, all of it is just a ploy, regardless of the fact that nobody in mass, right, stood up and was like, we got to overthrow the government. Everybody was ready. Everybody was ready to storm up to the Capitol because they didn't think Sleepy Joe won, right? Everybody was ready to riot back in the summer of love, right? Everybody is ready to do everything but the right thing. Everybody is ready to attack everybody but the right people. We have literal monsters, potentially, allegedly, who are leading the free world, right? And on top of that, you have the tech lords, right? We have the tech oligarchs who we will all be worshiping soon, right? All hail Elon. All hail Bill. All hail Mr. Musk, right? We all gonna be worshiping these people in T-minus 2 years because they've already weakened society. And I've mentioned this before several times. They've already mentioned society. The whole red pill movement, right? Let's break down a little history. The whole red pill movement, that could have been successful. It could have been successful. That was the last front. For men, for strong men. That was the last front. But then you had people start to segment themselves off based on race. You had people start segmenting themselves off based on ideology. And all of this start to clash. And then you got a disaster. And then now you have a bunch of nonsense and a bunch of weak liars, right? Who don't really stand for nothing, speaking for, I guess all men. But the truth is, the majority of men don't stand a chance anymore. That's it, man. That's it. Everybody failed the test. I've already made it be known I'm not fighting for a soul. The only soul I'm fighting for is mine, my children's, my family, my wife. That is it. Maybe a few extended here and there, but besides that, I'm not fighting for a soul. Because one, you got to look around and you got to see where's your army at, right? You will be a fool to jump out here and be the sacrificial lamb when you got all of these weaklings running around here, not doing nothing, not taking care of themselves, not taking care of their body, not taking care of their mind, spiritually dead, right? Men don't even know how to tie their damn shoes right, almost. Men don't even know how to wipe their goddamn ass correctly. Yeah, it's a sham. We're too distracted. Like, let's sit down and be honest with ourselves. We lost. Y'all lost. Right? Y'all failed the test. They literally threw the worst things imaginable out there. This is supposed to be punishable by death. Right? In many countries, this is punishable by death, by castration. Right? But look at us now. Look at us now. Going about our regular old day. Oh my God, gas is $3.99. Oh my God. Still going about our regular day. Oh my God, the groceries are up. Gee willigers. I hope they go down soon. We live in a society full of freaking NPCs. Right? They did a good job. They did a good job at socially programming and disarming the fighting age men. They did a great job. Because now the fighting age men, one, don't have a lick of testosterone in their body. They don't know what's up, what's down. Right? They're reversing gender roles. They can't find jobs, can't make any money. Productivity is down. Productivity is low. Right? They can't think for themselves. They're all over social media. That's where they get their news. They don't go and do any research for themselves. They don't exercise, don't eat right. What did we think was going to happen? What did y'all think was going to happen? See, y'all think this stuff is just now happening. There's a whole science behind all of this. I hope y'all know this, right? There's a whole science behind this. This is no coincidence. You think there's a coincidence that there's no uprisings? You think there's a coincidence that the fighting age males have been disarmed? You think this is a coincidence? You think they pin men against women and you think that is a coincidence? You think men in large are not getting sex, not reproducing, not getting married? You think that is a coincidence? You think the push of social media, the push of pornography, OnlyFans onto men's brains, you think that is a coincidence? No, it is not a coincidence. You think them pushing Coca-Cola and In-N-Out and Zaxby's, McDonald's, right? These foods and sodas that are filled with hormone disruptors. This is on paper. This is on paper, documented. Full of hormone disruptors. Full of testosterone disruptors. For the ladies, estrogen disruptors as well. Messing up your hormones as well. You think all of this is a coincidence. You think all of the stars just aligned and it just so happened that we just land right here on the quasars? No. They've been breaking this shit down for decades, if not longer. While we're on social media, they're studying the data. They're studying people. They're studying how you move, how you act, what you react to. Are you an actual thinker? Are you a real NPC they can really socially program, or are you not? They're sitting back and watching all of this stuff, and we just ate it all up. We failed, gentlemen, ladies. We failed. It's over, right? Now, the deconstruction is here. The deconstruction is here. I say all the time, right? Because people ask me, well, why don't you be the leader of the front? Why don't you lead the way? I'm not leading where? Lead where? I'm headed up out of here. I'm about to skedaddle. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have America. Right? Y'all can have it. Y'all thrown it to the wolves. Right? Y'all thrown it. Y'all threw the country right away. Y'all handed the country right into enemy hands. We're right in enemy territory. Just because we're not in enemy territory does not mean we're not in enemy territory. If you know, you know. We're in enemy territory. We've been crossed enemy lines. The enemy is here, both foreign and domestic. It is here, right? They've been running programs. They've been running social programs. These people, they put multi-millions of dollars into making sure that they can program the individual. They've already done this. And while we're just sitting around lollygagging thinking this shit's sweet, Americans are delusional. Americans are severely delusional. Everybody's sitting around here thinking that everything is okay. This shit is about to go down. Right? People, I think people are dealing with either a sort of psychosis or some sort of cognizant dissonance. I know the definition, cognizant dissonance, right? Where you're just not there. You're not fully alert. You're not fully aware. You're not fully coherent on what's going on around you. I feel like the majority of Americans, this is what they're dealing with. This is what y'all are dealing with. Y'all are not understanding the true danger that y'all are actually in. Y'all are not understanding how far this has went. And don't give me that, oh, it was the left. It was the left. Oh, it was the right. It was the right. No, the right got us here. But the left sure did hold hands with the right hand. Okay, let me say that one more time. The right got us here. But the left hand sure did hold hands with the right. So let's get that first and foremost. There is no left. There is no right. There's just money, power, and positioning. And the American people were so distracted by everything. Right? 9 to 5s, working 10, 12 hours, getting taxed to oblivion, property taxes, sale taxes, you name it. Everything. Distracted by family, distracted by kids if you have them, distracted by life, distracted by social media, distracted by health. Americans have been distracted for decades. For decades. So listen, don't cry. Don't cry. We're here. We're here. Nobody's going to rise up. There is no. If you're an intellectual, if you're a thinker, go out and talk to the normal everyday person. Just go out and talk to them. The normal everyday person has no awareness about anything. Anything. Go and talk to your teenager. Go and talk to the local teenager, right? The teenagers at the park or whatever. Right? Or some teenagers as well. Go and talk to them. Have a conversation with them. Many of them don't know jack shit. And we can take it past the teenagers. Go and talk to your young adults, 20s. You're 20 to 29. Go and talk to your young adults. Many of them don't know jack shit. I've already had an episode about this where a guy interviewed college students, collegiate age students at a beach. I forgot what beach, but he interviewed them at a beach. And he interviewed them based on, political questions and just, normal. You would think that your college age students would know these. They were educational type questions. Most of them didn't know jack shit. They couldn't point out Iran on a map. They didn't know. You had some of them that they didn't know who Abraham Lincoln is. They didn't know who the first president of the United States is. They don't know what the Bill of Rights is. They don't know where the Bill of Rights sits in the Constitution. They don't know anything. So imagine that. If you think the young adults know nothing, what do you think? How do you think the parents are situated? You think they're just so smart and bright and the kids just end up stupid? No, the parents are stupid too. What uprising? Be real. I want y'all to be real with yourselves. Well, I watch Legion of Incels, and he always talking. Legion of Incels is in another country. He ain't about him and his Legion of Incels, his Legion of Gooners are not about to do jack shit, and the likes of them. Legion of Incels and the likes of them, right? Mr. Ecclesiastical and all of these, they're not about to do jack. Come on, bro. They ain't about to do jack squat. The Christians sat there and watched that this guy was a pedophile. Ain't nan Christian church in mass got together. The Baptists didn't get together. The Methodists didn't get together. The Catholics, all the other denominations, your non-denominationals. None of these churches got together with all that money that y'all be taking in tithes. Ain't none of y'all got together and was like, yo, we got to get this fool up out of here. Nothing. Y'all just sat back. Oh, we got to praise the Lord. We got to praise the Lord. But stumping and clapping. All shall overcome. Get y'all stupid ass up out of here, man. Overcome. This is warrior days. This is carry your sword and draw it days. Right? This is we in warrior times. We ain't got no time. We don't have time for you stump your feet and praise the Lord, old weak ass mofos. That's why we here. You indoctrinated, socially programmed as church folks. Get them out of here. This is why we're here. Weakness. Weakness. The refusal to fight. I'm not finna fight for y'all. This is as much I'm about to do. This is as much I'm about to do. Share the knowledge and share the wisdom, right? And you can come over to the Patreon and really learn something, right? We're developing apps. We're preparing our mindsets. We're preparing to move overseas. We're geomaxing, right? We're doing all of this over there on the Patreon. And if you really want to take it deeper, you can come over to the inner circle and join the inner circle. I'm only accepting a limited amount of people, so come over before the group fills up. Come over before the group fills up. That's how I'm fighting. I'm building up minds. I'm building up bodies. I'm building up spirits to be able to fight for themselves in whichever way they choose to. But as far as America goes, as far as society goes right now, like dude said at the beginning of the video, they gave you all the test already. They injected the test into the system. Y'all were supposed to reject it. You know, when you get a shot of something, right? Your white blood cells, they start activating. They start attacking it because it ain't supposed to be there. But what did y'all do? Y'all sat around and laughed. Oh, that's not true. That's left-wing propaganda. All right, buddy. All right. Listen, the after pill is the ideology. The escape blueprint is the framework. And PFP life is how you should live. Purpose, freedom, and power. Hit that link in the description. Come over to the Patreon and make something of yourselves because shit is about to hit the fan. And you don't want to be left behind. Hit that link in the description. Come over to the Patreon. Come and join the inner circle. And I'll see you guys over there. Peace.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here. And I'm not done. This is the escape blueprint. PFP life. A way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The escape blueprint, PFP life.